Good morning, everybody. Patience here, Empty Nest Crafters. It is Wednesday, June 5th, and I am here with a little cross-stitch update. I'm going to preface this with there were 5 days where I did nothing. I did not cross-stitch, I did not read, I really didn't even watch TV because I mowed the grass. Yes, I mowed the grass and a big gust of wind came up and all the grass clippings just covered me, and I got grass in my eye, which is why I'm wearing my glasses because I can't wear my contacts right now. Yesterday was the first day that my eye felt normal. I was in so much pain for so many days because it just scratched my eyeball all to hell, and moving my eye hurt. So moving to look from pattern to the fabric and reading, I couldn't even diamond paint. I couldn't do anything. It hurt so bad. All I could do was just lay there with a cold compress on my eye and try not to move my eyeball. So that was fun in 5 days where nothing happened. So yeah. So I've only worked on a couple of things since the last time y'all saw me. So, as you know, I am working on the Farms of Hawkrun Hollow, and I'm not doing it in this one long piece. I've broken it up into 3 pieces, and I'm going to refresh your memory. This is the first piece. So these are the first 4 squares I've done. And sheep shearing is now on Tuesdays instead of Thursdays because it's in this first block. So I had to change it to Tuesday. So yeah, there's my first Hawkrun Hollow piece from the farms. And then I started on my second piece, and I showed y'all last time I was done with the first block of my second piece. And I'm doing all of this on 16 count Aida from Atomic Ranch Fabrics called Winter Mint. So here's the first one I did. And then I'm starting on the long block. So I got about half of that long block done. Whoops, sorry about that. So this is the long block I'm working on. And instead of it being livestock auctions Tuesday at dawn, I don't know a livestock auction place around here that has their auction at dawn. But we do have a place that have livestock auctions every Wednesday. And so since I have Monday and Tuesday on the first block, and this is, or on the first piece, and this is the next block that will have a day in it, I moved it to Wednesday so that they're in order. And then this block over here will say something about Thursday. I have to figure out which one I'm going to put there. So yeah, this is the next piece I'm working on. I got about halfway done and decided I wanted to work on something else for a little while. But this is so cute. I'm loving it. I actually have a cow right now where she's in our maternity ward. That's what we call our little field that we put our cows on until they have their babies. She is kind of this pale gold color like this, and she has spots on her. And when she was little, they showed up a lot, and she looked like a little giraffe. So that's what I've called her. Her name is Giraffe. And so we're just waiting for her to have her next baby, and then she'll get to go out into the big field with all the other cows. We're waiting on 4 more to have babies. So that is the big block in, so it's blocks 3 and 4 of the Farms of Hawkrun Hollow. And I'm using all the called for colors or the closest ones to it if I didn't have those colors in my stash. And then I thought I was going to have like a week before the next summer piece. Well, I did. When I decided I was done working on this for a while, I had a week until the next summer piece for, let me find it here. Nope. wrong bag. In my tiny Modernist. I think I showed y'all this one, but I'll show it again. So I'm working on this tiny Modernist Sweet Summer stitch along, mystery stitch along, and I've got the frame done and the first section done, and the second section was supposed to drop June 1st, which it has. So this is where I've gotten so far. And I'm using all the called for colors. And this is on 16 count Ada from Bestitch Me called Macchiato. So the next one is a beach house on sand. And it's going to be a lot of stitching in this block. So I'm probably going to get started on that today, because even though I'm really loving this piece, this is going to be so cute out framed or as a stand flat fold. There we go. That's what it's called. So I haven't decided how I want to fully finish it, but so that's what I'm going to start working on today, just to get into plans already. But in between working on Hawk Run Hollow and that, I couldn't put it off anymore. I just had to work on Treasure Island from Forrest Embroidery. I couldn't put it off. I had to. I was itching to get started on it. I couldn't. I said I wasn't going to do it until I was done with the summers. But yeah, so whoa, my bag is opened and I tried to pick it up and it was upside down. I'm using all the this is the one where I went to the Golden Needle in New Braunfels and took the DMC colors and then matched them with some hand-dyed threads. I'm looking for my thing that tells me, oh, it's in here. I have it set up so that my key code is down there and what my fabric is right here, and it's 18 count Hazelwood by FOCE. I don't know what FOCE stands for. Somebody could tell me down in the comments. That would be great. So this is actually part 2, but I did it first because part 1 is like the middle, upper middle, and I didn't want to have to try to count that and maybe get it wrong. So I started in the, since I have the whole pattern, I started in the far left corner and I got this done. And I started on it the night before I mowed the grass and then didn't get to touch it again until last night. So I finished my part 1 yesterday. And it's so cute. I love this. These threads are so fun to work with. It's a mix between Weeks Dye Works and Simply Shaker, Color Fast from the Gentle Arts. Yeah, it's so much fun. I'm really enjoying this. I was kind of scared about it because it was, you know, it's broken up into all those different pieces, but since I started here in the upper, when I'm looking at it, it's the upper left. It's really fun. Really, really, really fun. So I got the little cottage done, some of the sky, a little bit of the border, and then this little lantern here. So after I finish, I will sorry, somebody was calling me. I will start on the actual centerpiece, which is Forrest Embroidery's part 1 that says Treasure Island, and it'll fit in right in here. So I'm looking forward to working on that next. Yay! Love that. Love it. Oh, it's so pretty. All those threads are so pretty. The only thing that is not a hand dyed is the white. I just used a DMC B5200, which is what was called for. So pretty. So I can't wait to get back to that. But I must follow my plans. Must follow my plans. So my plans for the next couple of weeks is today I'm going to start on the next section of Sweet Summer from Tiny Modernist, and hopefully that will just take me a couple of days, and then I'm going to work on the rest of that block 3 and 4 for the farms at Hawthorne Hollow, get that finished, and then I'll go back to work on Treasure Island. Woo! Brain fart. Yeah, so that's all my stitching. 12 minutes, not too bad. I'm excited this weekend. I don't know. I'm gonna stitch today. Tomorrow I have to get everything organized and set and ready. I've got some things to iron for it's called the empty table. It's what we set up for fallen firefighters whenever you have a big get together. And so I've got to iron the tablecloth and the flag that goes on that and get that all set and ready because my husband's retirement party is Saturday. I'm so excited, y'all. Okay, so it wasn't a good weekend for us. Friday I mowed the grass, got grass in my eye. He came home Friday night, we had dinner, and then about 9 o'clock he started hurting. Kidney stones, yeah. And this was his second one in a week. So we got up Saturday, he was still hurting, he hadn't passed it yet. So he was like, okay, let's just go to the emergency room, make sure it is a kidney stone, and see how many are in there. So we went to the hospital Saturday morning. Thankfully, we live in a small town, so the hospital isn't overrun that early in the morning, and confirmed it was just one kidney stone, and it was almost there, almost ready to go through into his bladder. Yeah. And my eye was really bothering me. At first I thought it was just my contact, because you know sometimes contacts can bother you. And so I take him, they gave him some pain meds, which really looped him out, so I took him home, got him settled in and resting. I went back to town to get his prescription and some other errands I needed to run. And I came home from that and my eye was just killing me. So I went and took my contact out thinking, you know, there was something wrong with my contact. And as soon as I took my contact out, it was just like Satan was trying to come out of my eyeball. It just, oh my gosh, it felt so much worse. And it was really, really red. And so I took some saline solution and I'm rinsing out my eye, trying to get it rinsed out. I rinsed it out with saline solution like 3 or 4 times over the day, and was just, and I'm trying not to let him know I'm hurting because he's hurting, and I'm trying to take care of him and make sure he takes his medicine like he's supposed to. And it was just bad. And he was like, if this is how retirement, because Saturday was his first day as a retiree. Friday was his, the 31st was his last day as a paid city employee. June 1st was his first day as an official retiree. And he's like, if this is how retirement's going to go, I'm going to go back to work. So, but yeah, He finally passed his kidney stone. My eye's finally feeling better. I'm gonna wait and put my contacts in Saturday. That way I have my contacts in for the party for pictures and all that. I got my hair done yesterday. Yeah, the gray didn't work out. It just kind of washed out and I was left with the bleached yellow hair, and I was like, yeah, I can't have that for the party. So I went back yesterday and got my hair done. Just went back to brown. And yeah, finally did some cross stitching yesterday for the first time and read a book for the first time. And yeah, so today I'm going to diamond paint, and then I'm going to work on the summer from Tiny Modernist. And that's about it. So next time I see you, I'll have more cross stitching done, and I'll have the party to report. And yeah, we've got babies being born. We've got some new kittens that I got to love on. Normally the mommies don't let me anywhere near the kittens. This time I was able to hold all 6 of them, and they're so cute. And so I'll import pictures of the babies that we have here at the end. So if you want to see any farm babies, yeah, we've got those going on right now. Some calves and some kittens. And the hay has been cut and baled and put away. And yeah, the garden, I'm done. I burnt myself making marinara sauce the other day. I'm not processing another vegetable. I have like 30 cans of cucumbers. I have 20 something bags of green beans. I have 14 jars of crushed tomatoes, and I have 15 jars of marinara sauce. I'm not doing anything else. I'm done. I told him, you can plow up the garden. Leave the corn. The corn is still growing, but you can get rid of the green beans and the cucumbers. The tomatoes that I have processed are not from my garden. My tomatoes are not producing. I don't know what's going on. So they've all been from a friend who has way more than she needs and wants to deal with. So she's been giving me her leftover tomatoes, which bonus for me. So yeah. Anyway, I hope everybody enjoys the rest of your week, has a great weekend, and I will see you in a couple weeks. Bye.